Some say the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Intentions never get us to where we want to be. Have you ever set a goal just to let it fall on the wayside? Nothing ever happens with it. It sounded good when you did it, and it just didn't happen? Of course you have. We all have. It's a part of life. We get these big ideas or we set these goals, and things don't go the way we want them to, and we let them go and we move on. And sometimes we look back at them and wonder why we didn't follow through. And sometimes we just act as if it didn't matter in the first place. Hello, my name is Shania. Thank you for watching. If it's your first time here, I appreciate you coming. If you're returning, thank you for supporting. I am a certified life coach. I am a happily married mother of 3 amazing humans and a pretty awesome fur boy. I work a full-time job, and I'm still pretty new to YouTube. But on top of that, I am a person who's living this human experience with all of you who love to connect, conversate, commiserate, and just have conversations about things that we experience in life that we should be talking more about. And if you look at some of my older videos, you will see that I am a big proponent of connection, conversation, communication, just having our tribe, women being there, humans being there for each other in support, so that you don't know that, so you don't think that you're alone, because you're not. We all live a lot of the same experiences, and I think people forget that, but a girl like me is going to talk about it. This video is the first in a 5-part series where I talk about goals going nowhere. Goals on a trip to nowhere. And each video I'm going to discuss 2 reasons that I think are derailing our goals. Today, I want to talk to you about motivation. Why motivation is not the catalyst for changing our situations or actually helping us follow through on a goal that we set for ourselves. Motivation evokes a feeling of excitement, possibility, maybe ambition. If you think about a period of time where you felt motivated, what feelings came up for you? Were you looking forward to the next day? Were you excited? Were you passionate? Were you full of, hope and of what could be? So I'm going to use motivation in regards to 2 things that I'm very passionate about. Finances, as something I'm also familiar with, dieting, weight. In regards to weight, motivation has been something that has caused me to work on my goals when it comes to health and fitness, or motivation has been a reason as to why I didn't do anything. I didn't follow through. So I get motivated to go to the gym, motivated to lose weight. I get some new workout clothes, I get some new sneakers, maybe get a gym membership, and I'm excited. Download my fitness pal, all the things that evoke this emotion in me that wants to propel me forward to get to where I want to be. And it's exciting. It's awesome. I feel empowered. Then there are times where I just want to sit on the couch and not do anything, and I don't feel like working out. And you know what the reasoning is that I've used for that? I have no motivation. Well, goals are not accomplished based off of feelings. It takes action to accomplish your goals. In those 2 scenarios, well, the health and fitness, I'm going to tell you another one. Let's say personal finance. Let's say you have a plan to get out of debt, and you are saving money, and you're excited, and you have money to the side, and you're paying down debt, and you're rocking and rolling, and it's feeling good, and all of a sudden the roof leaks, or the transmission goes in your car, and now you are faced with a $3,000, $5,000 bill, and everything that you saved to go towards debt now goes to that vehicle. Motivation is what started you getting there. But life happened. The feelings of dread, stress, fear, disappointment, frustration, aggravation, those feelings overpower any feelings of motivation. So at that time when you're feeling those things, you are not feeling motivated. Defeat is a very strong feeling. So motivation wanes in this scenario with the debt, paying off debt. Okay, same thing with health and fitness. You want to lose weight. You get excited. You buy all the cute clothes. You work out. You do all the cute things, and maybe do it for a few days, and you're pumped, right? You're pumped. Then you go to a party, and you eat penivaka, and you have cake, and you have all the carbs. Then you start beating yourself up because those feelings make you feel defeated, and you want to kick yourself in the butt. But because you're out of shape, you can't reach it. So those emotions of failure, defeat, frustration, disappointment overpower the feelings of motivation. Motivation doesn't just return the next day and say, okay, stuff sucks. You did it wrong. You screwed up. But hey, I'm motivated. No, that's not a feeling. That's a feeling. Feelings don't stay. You could be angry at a situation. Anger doesn't stay. You can be disappointed. Disappointment doesn't stay. It's a feeling. So when you're trying to accomplish a goal, setting emotions to the goal is not going to help you achieve them. It will connect what you're trying to do with that emotion, and because that emotion no longer exists, it kind of gives you a pass to not continue. And in this 5-part series, I'm going to go over the things that I feel are reasons that our goals go to the hot place with our intentions. What is motivation? Motivation is the thing that we experience at a point in time, in a moment, momentary moments that propel you to move forward. Okay, motivation's gone. So what do you do in replace of motivation? If motivation is a feeling and feelings don't stay, then how you can't count on that to help you to get your goal accomplished. So what do you do in replace of motivation? Momentum. You need to build momentum. And in order to do that, you need to figure out a way to document where you are, where you're starting from, to where you're going. And if you see that each day you are building up your actions and you're doing things that are in line with your goals and you're moving that direction, motivation doesn't matter. It's no longer a part of the equation. When we were kids, I'm not going to say everybody because I don't know what part of the country from or if you played this game, but as a kid we played the hot and cold game, and something would be hidden and we'd have to go find it, and another person would hide it. The person would hide it would be the person that says, are you hot or are you cold? And the closer you got to the hidden object, they would say, oh, you're hot, you're burning up. And if you're further away from it, they would say, oh, you're cold, you're freezing. So you knew that you weren't getting closer to it. When you build momentum and you do things that help get you to closer to where you need to be, you're burning up, you're getting hot. So you know each day that you're doing things that you can ask yourself, am I getting hot or am I cold? And if that sounds too corny to you, you could say, am I getting, is what I'm doing and the actions that I'm taking getting me closer to my goals or pulling me further away? That is where your momentum and your action takes place, which will be in replace of the emotions that come along with motivation. You can buy all the cute workout clothes. It's not going to make you lose 60 pounds. You can, have the nice little athleisure outfit. You can read books on personal finance, and it's not going to change your bank account. But those things can evoke that emotion to start you up, empower you, to get you excited. Yes, use that to start you in the right direction. But know that that is not going to stay that way. That feeling is not going to stay. And life is going to get in the way and is going to make your motivation dissipate. Can it come back? Sure, absolutely. But people usually get more motivated when things are going well. They're going in the right direction. So yeah, all right, let's say personal finance, you're trying to become debt free and you saw that you paid off a credit card. Woohoo, that's motivating. You do the debt snowball and you pay off your first one and you're like, oh, this is great. That's meant to motivate you. But once you're derailed, that motivation goes away because you feel like you're taking 2 steps forward and maybe a giant leap back. And it kills your motivation. So in regards to motivation, I would say put that to the side. Use that for you to move you forward. But document where you are, where your starting point is. Take actions. Make sure those actions are getting you hotter, getting you to where you need to be. Document them so that you can see where you started to where you are. Unfortunately, people always want to get to the end. Everybody wants to have a baby, but nobody wants to go through labor. That labor period, you need to stay on task, but in order to stay on task, you need to reward yourself. You need to see those rewards of your momentum, of your actions, of your progress. The second one is setting unrealistic expectations. Unrealistic. Let's go back to weight because us girls know all about weight. You want to lose 20 pounds in a month? Really? Does that sound realistic? Hey, I'm going to lose 20 pounds this month. I'm going to go to the gym 5 times a week. I'm going to eat grilled chicken over salad. I'm going to have broccoli. I'm only going to drink water. I'm not going to have any coffee. I'm not going to have any sugar. And I'm going to drop 20 pounds. I'm motivated to do that. But I'm going to drop 20 pounds. Watch me do it. Well, doing that means you have to cut out everything that's good. Okay, people can do that. And if you can do that for the long term, I'm cheering you on, sister. But what if it's the month of December and everybody's bringing treats into the office? Or you like to bake and it's time to make cookies and you want to taste the cookies before you give them to people because you're not going to embarrass yourself if the cookies didn't come out good. Life has a way of impacting those choices. And it's great that if you can do that, if everybody could do that, we'd never have a weight problem in this country because people would be dropping 20 pounds a month. It is unrealistic. The calorie deficit required to just lose 20 pounds in a month is not easy. It's coming with severe sacrifice. And if you're willing to lock yourself in a room with your veggies and your water, then that's great. That's the choice that you're willing to make and the sacrifice that you're willing to take. But is it unrealistic? If you set yourself up for the 20 pounds and at the end of the month you gain 8, not only do you lose your motivation, you feel defeated for the simple fact that you didn't follow through. And that's where the mind shift comes in. So one of the things that I have toyed with, I'm going to say toyed with, because I don't think that I'm as passionate about the goal as I should be for someone who wanted to take it on, was to do 75 hard. And if you don't know what 75 hard is, just put it in Google, Instagram, YouTube. You'll find out what 75 hard is. I did it for a day or so, a couple days. And I'm going to say to its fullest, it takes a lot of work. And I was going to do this. And I went I worked out when I felt like it, which was not often. I work a job where I sit all day. And I have to force myself to drink water. So it has large water requirements. It requires 2 workouts a day. And it is amazing that people can do it. And the sense of pride that comes with accomplishing it is got to be pretty awesome. And if you did 2 days, 10 days, or 25, I applaud you because it is you trying to focus on doing something better for yourself. And that's great. But is it realistic that for me, without a huge commitment and a huge why behind it, to say I am going to do 75 hard like it's nobody's business and I'm going to do it for the first time and I'm not going to have any setbacks. I'm going to take my pictures every day. I'm going to drink tubs of water. I'm going to work out twice a day. Is it realistic? Anyway, I just want to give you some things to think about. Again, this is me having a conversation with you. I want you to think about motivation and unrealistic expectations. And my next video is going to come out with my other two topics in regards to this, because I feel like this is something that we need to explore when it comes to goal setting, because we don't let other people down. We do our best not to let other people down, but we tend to let ourselves down, and then we look back and beat ourselves up for not following through for us. And a big part of that is trying to understand the dynamics of why our goals are not met. And I think we can do this. Thank you for watching. I'm not going to keep you on here much longer, but wait for the other videos. They will be in a playlist eventually once they're all completed. And I thank you for watching and have an amazing day.